What's going on, friends? Rich DeMiro here, Rich on Tech, and I know that iOS 12 has launched. Many of you have probably downloaded it and upgraded your iPhone or your iPad, and there's a lot of new features, but I'm only talking about one right now because I'm so excited about it, I cannot contain myself. This is the feature that I've been waiting for forever, and it has to do with CarPlay. It is Google Maps in the car. So up until now, if you took your iPhone and you connected it to your car, guess what? You noticed one thing. The only map that was available on your dashboard right here, on your in-dash screen, was the Apple Maps. But now, watch this. Boom, look at that. You now have access to Google Maps. And why is this important? Well, because Google Maps is far superior to Apple Maps. I love the way Apple Maps looks, nothing against it. I think Apple continues to do a nicer job with that. But Google Maps just has more information, more depth of information, better traffic, better listings. It's just overall better routing. So I've been really excited for this to come to Apple Maps because I feel like that was the missing piece of the puzzle when it comes to pretty much at this point a really good in-dash system. So let me show you how to get it on there. If you don't already have it on your system, all you have to do is update Google Maps and plug your phone into your car. And it might be kind of on this screen. So if it's on that screen, you can actually go into let me show you how to do that. You can go into your settings and you can go into CarPlay down here. Where's, let's see here. I think it's under General. And then we go into CarPlay and you see this right here. You might have to rearrange your stuff. So if it's on this screen, you can take it and you can drag this onto your main screen. See how I just did that? So if Google Maps is over here, just take it and drag it right to where you want it. And I'm gonna put my stuff back the way I like it because I like to have my Sirius and iHeart and Spotify and podcasts all in one place. And that's it. And you'll notice it's all arranged the way you want it up there. So let me show you some of the features on Google Maps. So we open it up here and immediately it kind of looks like Apple Maps, but you can see the difference is this background here. It definitely has a much more googly map looking, and immediately you notice that you see where you are, but you also see the traffic on the streets. So you can see little highlights. This is all the data. And how are they getting this data? That's the beauty of Google Maps. They're getting this data from all the Google Maps users and all the Waze users in near real time. And they're taking that off their phones as they navigate the streets and putting it back into your dash. Okay, so you've got that, number one. So how do you add a destination? Well, you tap here to add a destination. And this is a key part of this because you can go to your recent searches and kind of see, what you did on your phone. So you can actually just tap one of these and navigate, directly to where you wanted to go. So if I want to get a haircut, boom, right to the man grooming studio. And that's going to take 18 minutes. And you can see that's in green. So immediately it's giving you the time it's going to take to get there, how many miles, the time, the arrival, and green means that there's not too much traffic there. So let's try a different destination that might have some other routes available to us. So maybe we'll go here to the UPS store in Thousand Oaks, and no, there's not. Oh yeah, there is. So it's telling you this way is 1 hour slower. So if I look at the more routes, it actually is giving me all those great options. Again, pulling from all the amazing data that Google has at its disposal. Other ways to add a destination, you can have one tap to home, one tap to work, which is really nice. You can go to your saved places. So all the places that you've saved in your Google Maps is in here now. So I don't know, I've got some random places. I've always wanted to go to Philippe the Original in downtown, and that's gonna take 21 minutes right now. And you see you got your little routes here. You can't tap on the screen here, and I'll actually show you one more limitation of this, which I don't like. But on Google Maps on Android, you can just kind of go here and drag. You cannot do that on this, but you can tap this, move over, and kind of look around. It's not as pretty. There's no pinch or expand. So I don't really like that, but what are you gonna do? And then you can also see your full route this way. And you can get your, over here when you're in a route, you can see, if you just want your traffic alerts, you can have all navigation turn by turn, your nothing, or you can have just your, where is it? Well, it's not giving me my traffic alerts anymore, but anyway, so that gives you your traffic alerts as well. Okay, so another way to add a destination besides saved places, this is a really handy one, gas stations. And what I love about this is that it's going to actually give you your gas stations that are nearby plus the pricing. And I find that this is really good. So look at this. All I got to do is drive just a little bit further and I can save, look at that. How much can I save? If I go to mobile, oh, now I'm getting a totally different result. That's weird. Anyway, but it tells you the price of the gas, and this one's about 3 minutes away, and it's in a little bit of a red color, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer to get there. Let's see, and then you have other. So in other, you have two ways. If you're parked, like I am right now, you can just type in what you want. So if we want to type in Staples Center, and look at this, already you're getting that amazing Google search. And that Google search autocomplete is figuring out what you want and immediately giving that to you. So let's say if we want to go to Orange Theory. So there you go, we've got Orange Theory. Let's see here. And it's going to give you, I guess, one in Santa Monica there. I don't know why it chose that one, to be honest. And then, of course, you got voice search. So one of the things on Apple Maps that was not its strongest point, and I think it's gotten better, especially with iOS 12, is the voice search. And a lot of times, I just want to call out a destination and navigate there. And with Apple Maps, sometimes it was just confusing. It wouldn't really figure out what I wanted. This is, of course, the power of Google. So you can be really specific. So let's try a restaurant that would be really tricky with the name. Melisse Restaurant. And again, that's a very specific name, right? So it's getting that on the first time. You've got your route, you've got your time, 48 minutes, and you can go. And it's also telling me that it's going to be closed by the time I arrive, which is also really cool. And there you go. Now, when you're in that navigation mode, again, you've got your alerts here. You've got some options here, so you can avoid highways. I always avoid tolls. You can avoid ferries. You can see a satellite map. So if you want to see what things look like on satellite, you've got that beautiful Google satellite. And you can do north up. I guess some people still like to drive like that, but if you just want, you know, north always to be up, that's fine. You can do your speed limit. Now, I've been driving for a little bit with this. I've not seen the speed limit pop up, but I really like that feature on Apple Maps, so I hope that that's actually on here. I know they have the data because I've seen it before. I just haven't seen it pop up just yet. Maybe I'll toggle it one more time to get it back on. And then, of course, you can exit as well. And we're back on the home screen here. And when you go to the gear there, all you've got is that. Very excited about Google Maps being on the CarPlay system. I think that this really enhances CarPlay. I know that Apple probably didn't want this on there because they went with Google, you know, their Apple Maps at the beginning. I think a lot of people are going to switch from Apple Maps to Google Maps because you can now get the best of this in your car. Maybe some people will stick with Apple Maps. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But personally, I'll be honest, I have deleted Apple Maps from my phone. I know it's so sad, but I really don't need it anymore. So that's just the way this goes. And I think that overall, with this edition, CarPlay has really pulled into, in my opinion, being one of the better in auto kind of car management systems from your phone out there. I mean, there's only two as far as I know, Android Auto and CarPlay. And I think that the voice commands might be better on Android Auto, but at this point, CarPlay is pretty simple to me. All right, so go download Google Maps, install it, and get it on your CarPlay. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching this. Rich DeMuro, richontech.tv. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up or share it with your friends. And that's it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.